So the difference between an Air Force chaplain and a civilian pastor, I think one of the main differences is that as an Air Force chaplain, there's a culture where it's acceptable for me to show up where people work and live every day, and I can talk and interact with people. On the civilian side of things, as a priest, I would never show up to someone's job at the bank and just start having a conversation with them, with a parishioner. But in the Air Force, we have that real life-on-life type of interaction with people. We can show up at a work center and people will start chatting with us, and it's just the norm that when the chaplain's around, if people are in the middle of mission requirements, that we'll have a chat and talk with people, and that's a great joy of being a chaplain. When people see your faith symbol on your uniform, they realize you're a chaplain. More times than not, they're willing to talk and just check in with you. I think that's one of the biggest differences. The other thing too, on the chaplaincy, I think a big difference is we get a wide spectrum of things with our absolute confidentiality. Sometimes you, as a chaplain, are the only person this service member can talk to about a certain topic going on in their life. And so we get a whole host of things. So sometimes a big part of our job as chaplains is being able to offer that first line of care, but then connecting people with other agencies or directing them other resources that might help them if it's a more long-term or depending on the issue type of situation. We get to be that connecting piece. I think that in a way that's much more amplified in the chaplaincy than in the civilian side of ministry. So the scenarios and situations we're brought into as chaplains in the military context, I think, is far greater and much more varied. So if that's something that appeals to you, I'd highly recommend considering chaplaincy.